Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Jessica. Welcome back to Gorgeous Inspirations. If you are a new subscriber, hello, nice of you to join us. And if you are an older subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. This video is focusing on what we learned on our first cruise. So here recently we went on our first cruise to Cozumel, Mexico. We sailed out of Galveston, Texas. These are a few tips that we learned while we were on the ship, as well as things that we researched that was very beneficial to us, and I hope that it will be beneficial to you guys as well. I put them all in my notes on my cell phone, so if I'm looking down, I do apologize in advance, but this is the way that I have to remember. So yeah. So things that we did to help for a smooth cruise experience is very debatable. It all depends on you and what type of traveler you are. I'm the type of traveler, and Tim as well, is if there's an option to have everything paid for in advance and I don't have to worry about money, then I'm gonna go for that option. If I do believe that it'll be beneficial to us in our lifestyle and how we do things. We did do the drink package. Yes, we did the drink package. What the drink package is, it is a package that allows for you to have unlimited, and I'll tell you why I put the quotes on there, allows you to have unlimited alcoholic beverages, sodas, milkshakes, orange juice, unlimited drinks while you're on the cruise. I say unlimited because you're only allowed up to 15. We never made it to 15, but we did meet someone who did make it to 15, and let's just say that they weren't in the best and brightest of moods the next day. They didn't look that great either. But all jokes aside, the drink package does, I believe, cost about somewhere between $50 and $60 per person per night of the cruise. So I can't remember how much we paid, but we believe that it was beneficial for us because once we got on the cruise, we saw that the alcoholic beverages ranged from like $10.95, $15. I seen some $9.95. So say you're getting like 3 drinks, you're already at $30, and just for that, you might as well have gotten a drink package. But I do say it also depends on how much you drink also. But again, at the same time, it's like you can still get sodas and not be charged. So you really have to just think this through, and whatever works for you. It worked for us. I got up to 8. I think Tim got up to like 9 or 10. And it worked for us. It worked for us. So I think from here on out, we're just going to do the drink package. Especially if if you purchase your tickets and stuff well in advance, you won't see the sting. I feel like it stings more whenever you're on the ship and you're swiping your card and then you get the bill at the end of the cruise and you're like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I personally liked it. He liked it too. So him and I will continue to do that. Another things that we did to help for a smooth cruising experience is that we purchased our shore excursion in advance as well. And we did it through Carnival. A lot of people say that they don't book it through Carnival because they can get it at a cheaper rate. While that may be true, say that you book your cruise outside of Carnival, right? And say the ship is a little late getting you to port, and so your excursion is going to run its course, but it's going to take you a little bit longer to get back to the ship. So if you're not on the ship by the time it leaves, you're getting left behind because Carnival has no way of determining where you're at if you've gotten on or whatever. But if you book through Carnival, the shore excursion staff will know that to alert the cruise captain that, you know, you still have people here, we're finishing up and yada yada yada. So it's just communication on that. I know some people do like to venture out on their own whenever they're going to a new country. I'm not there yet. And that with that same issue as well, the ship will leave you. So yeah, so we went ahead and just booked our excursion through Carnival well in advance, so at the same time you don't feel that sting whenever you get your bill at the end of the of your cruise journey. And also we booked it through Carnival in advance so that we wouldn't have to do it on the ship, because I did hear that some of them got booked pretty quickly and some people weren't able to go on a particular excursion that they were interested in. So there's that. Gratuities. We went ahead and did our gratuities in advance because, once again, I don't like worrying about money or anything whenever I'm on vacation. I just want it to be smooth sailing and just do what I need to do and just have a good time. So we did do our gratuities in advance. I don't know how much it would be if we were to do it on board, but I hear that it's significantly cheaper if you just do gratuities in advance. We did also bring extra money for gratuities. If, you know, some people go out of their way and do things for us, or if you have a favorite bartender that you always go to. We had one, we had like a couple, so we just gave them some or whatever because we just had extra to just give. Whatever. This is the biggest tip that I feel as though that I can give you. Your carry-on bag. In your carry-on bag, I suggest that you have your swimsuit, a swim cover-up, your toiletries, and a nicer outfit in your carry-on. And I say that to say this: you're not going to be certain when your bags will arrive to your room. What if they take a long time to come to your room and you can't go swimming, or you can't, God forbid it takes this long, you can't get to dinner on time because all of your formal or your nicer wear is in your bag and you don't have it yet, or you drank too much too early. You know, you get there at 4 o'clock, but I know scenarios. You drank too much too early and you vomited and you don't have your toothbrush. You know, like anything can happen, so that's why I suggest you do that. What happened to us, my bag got to the room significantly earlier than Tim's got to his room. And it had took maybe about 3 hours before we saw his bag. And the bag wasn't delivered by the steward or whatever you call them on the ship. They were actually delivered by another passenger. It had got delivered to a room that was way far away from ours, and they knocked on our door and said, "Were you looking for your bag?" And luckily I told them to go ahead and pack, you know, stuff or whatever, and we were good for that night. But could you imagine if he didn't have it? So yeah, that's like my biggest tip, is to just do that, just to make your life easier. And you know, it's vacation, you just want everything to go smoothly, and sometimes unfortunately that life doesn't go as smoothly as you plan, so you have to do additional precautions. So here's a big tip: the elevators. I cannot tell you how many times, it was funny because we told some people too, but it's funny watching them. When the elevators ding, everyone's like running around trying to figure out which elevator goes to which way. Okay, here's a tip. 1 ding, the elevator is going up. 2 dings, the elevator is going down. So, you're welcome. Helpful things to pack. I know you saw in the previous video that I posted when I showed you the closets, yeah, you don't get a lot of hangers. So if you have some additional space in your luggage, I would say put put some additional hangers in there so you can have your own and you can have more. Lanyards, I would say purchase a lanyard for your sign and sell card and an additional lanyard for just in case something happens or you lose it or whatever. Because we did see that they have some pricey lanyards in that fun shop. Yeah. So there's very limited counter spaces, especially if you're like me and you like to carry your entire vanity with you on a cruise ship. So yeah, I would bring some magnets because they will deliver to you if you purchase an excursion, or they deliver itinerary papers to your door, so you don't lose those papers and tickets and stuff like that. The ship, of course, is metal, like little magnets. Pop those on the wall and clip them up. You'll never lose your papers. Things that we would change / do differently. We did do late dining. We both agreed that we're gonna do anytime dining. Late dining starts at 8:15. So I would say for us to choose anytime dining because there may be a show that you want to see and you would have to either choose your dining or over going to the show, or choose the show going over dining. You don't have to eat in the main dining room by all means, but I personally wanted that experience in the evening to eat in the dining room because for me personally, I just needed to have real food in my body after eating the burgers and the buffet and all that different types of food. I literally needed real food, and I was dying. I needed it, yeah. But as far as if you have anytime dining, you can go to the main dining room whenever you want during those times or whatever. Oh, also another helpful tip: when you're in the main dining room, they will offer you an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. But what about those times whenever you see something that you also want to try on the menu that looks equally as good as what you ordered? You can order that too. There's no charge for it. If you say, hey, this lamb looks really good, I want to try that. Ooh, but I was actually feeling steak tonight too. Just get both of them. Just get both of them, or get 2 desserts. You can get whatever you want. But yeah, there's another tip. At the end of your cruise, of course you'll have to pack. A lot of people put their luggage on the outside of the door. There's a steward will come by, pick it up, and drop it off wherever it needs to go. Yeah, we didn't do that. We carried our luggage, and it was a hassle. And I say it was a hassle because whenever, everyone is congregating into the hallways, you have to roll your luggage, you're running over people's toes, you're hitting people, and the luggage is heavy. You don't want to wait at the elevator, so you try to go up and down the stairs, which is what we did. It's too much. I would say just leave it outside of your door, let them take care of it, and you're good to go. Things we learned. Purchasing tickets early may have a positive effect on your account. So say that you pay for your cruise or whatever, and the port taxes and fees are higher than whenever you depart. You may see a credit on your bill or on your account summary, and that credit can be used to purchase anything that you want. So for example, whenever we got on our ship and we got our sign and sell card, I looked at our Carnival Hub app. I'll tell you about the Carnival Hub app in a second. I looked at our Carnival Hub app and I had a negative $8.70. I went to guest service, asked them what this $8.70 was because I had just barely got the card. I didn't swipe it or anything. And that's what she had explained to us, and she said that this $8.70 is a credit that was applied to your card because taxes and fees were higher than that they were that day we were leaving. And so with that $8.70, it's just your money on your card. You can just spend it however you wish to. The Carnival Hub app is an app on your phone. On that you can, if you have a big group of people, you can pay to do the texting or whatever. I don't know how that works exactly, but I do know it costs maybe like $5 or something like that. I saw it on the app. Things that we did utilize was the itinerary on the app. So Tim and my app were linked together because we went together. So he would like some things and I would like some things, and on the side it'll show you the things that we like together. So that's how we would determine, like, hey, do you want to do this, or yes or no, yada yada. And like, I mean, like, it literally has a heart on there. You tap it and it lights up red. Also, you can see your account summary on there. It will literally show you everything that you have swiped. It's like a statement. You get to see everything that you have charged. So that was cool. Shore excursions, I believe you can purchase shore excursions on the app. It's amazing. So download the app. It doesn't charge you. On the cruise was do not lose your sign and sell card. Your sign and sell card is basically your identity other than your passport. Tim, bless his heart, lost his sign and sell card somewhere in Mexico. So thank God he had his passport to get him back onto the ship. And then after he got onto the ship, he went to the guest services. He explained to them what happened. All they did was canceled his old card, created him a new card, and he was ready to go. Also, you don't want to lose your sign and sell card, because remember that your sign and sell card is your identity, yes, but it is also your debit card. Using the vault in your room. Using the vault in your room, you don't have to use your sign and sell card. That's what we assumed that you had to do. You can literally use any type of card that has that black magnetic strip on there. All you do is you slide it and it'll open. It'll beep or something and it'll open. And whenever you close it, you slide it back to lock it. Keep that card somewhere where you and your group or whoever you're with knows where it's at, safe and away. That card is the only card that can lock and unlock it. Another thing that we learned was to take advantage of the main dining room meals. Like I said earlier, the food on the Lido deck is amazing. Like, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I viewed it as kind of like it's fast food. And with anything, a lot of fast food, it weighs down your stomach. I got tired of eating it. And I just needed like some real food in my life. So I took advantage of the main dining room because, one, it's fancier, it's real food, it's amazing food, and you get to look bougie and eat at the same time. Like, another thing that we learned is exploring the ship. Whenever we first got on there, well, I guess everyone was in there. I don't know what everybody else was doing. Maybe they went to the Lido deck. I don't know where they were. But what we were doing, we were exploring the ship. I know in our Cozumel video, our cinematic video, you saw a lot of footage of where we were in different rooms and nobody was there. That's because whenever everyone was doing whatever they were doing, we were exploring the ship, taking video footages of different things or whatever. Also, we did learn on a YouTube video that if there's a door that doesn't say crew only and it's unlocked, go ahead and go inside. That is how we found this secret deck that led us to the front of the ship where we watched the sunset. And literally on the front of the ship, we were there from like 4 to like maybe 8. Nobody was up there. We may have saw like, we did see another couple that eventually had found that deck as well. Other than that, it was peaceful, it was quiet, and nobody was up there. And we had a nice view all to ourselves. Another tip is getting up early for your shore excursion. To you know, have time to get up, eat breakfast, you know, get everything together that you need to get together. Don't forget your tickets. I would say maybe like pack your, I guess a lot of people are going to be chilling out on the beach. Pack your beach bag or your shore excursion bag the night before, which will help your day go smoothly. If you remember. If not, I guess it's not a big deal. But for the ladies, for my African American women out there, I am natural. It was really hard for me to figure out what kind of hairstyle I wanted to have. I went with a closure, super easy to wash, super easy to maintain. Also, we purchased our own goggles. Unfortunately, our shore excursion did cancel one of the events. We had snorkeling, electric bike ride, and then beach, chilling at the beach or whatever afterwards. The snorkeling was canceled where our excursion was due to a jellyfish problem that they were having. So we were able to do the electric bike ride and hang out at the beach afterwards. We brought our own goggles, so we were able to see the fish underneath the water. Anyways, without the snorkeling, they did give us an option to change our excursion, but I honestly didn't want to mess with it. I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't know if it was going to be a quick change or however it was going to work. I just wanted to just stay the course. That was our decision, and we ended up, it was like a private excursion. It was just the two of us on it, so that worked out nicely for us. Make sure you take your passport whenever you get off the ship. Make sure you take your sign and tow card whenever you get off the ship. Those are the two key items that you will need to get back onto the ship. As far as the room, so I showed y'all the video of the sneak peek of the interior room for Carnival. It was a nice size. It was a really nice size. It's really hard for your mental to tell what time it is, because you know, whenever it's morning, you can feel or see the sun rise through your window. With the interior room, you don't have that, so I was kind of like also jerking myself awake, hoping that it wasn't like noon already. But it would also be nice to have a room with a window or a balcony or a suite or whatever, if you got it like that. But I think the next time we go, we're gonna actually get either a balcony or a suite. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so we don't be bougie. So yeah. Anyways, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. You need to do that. Yes, girl. And like this video. Leave me a comment down below if you have any more questions. I will be glad to answer anything that I'm able to help out with. Thank you so much for watching. Good night. Goodbye. Good morning, wherever you're at. Bye.